Hi loves. I thought today it would be nice to move slow. So not only moving slow, but moving in a more restorative, almost yin style fashion. And so today you might want some tea. You might want to light some candles if you have. Dazzle your space with incense or essential oils or anything that feels little self-care, love. You'll want a bolster or a pillow or a couple blankets, or just things that are gonna like help you, support you. And you'll want a couple of blocks. We'll start in a seat, and you can cross your legs and take your bum to a block. Catch the bum, lift the cheeks, accentuate your lower lumbar, moving in just a little bit. Place your hands just gently on the top of the thighs. And breathe the fullness into the rib cage and expand wide all sides. Lift your chin, open your throat, and just tap into your breath. Allowing the breath to be a journey deeper into yourself. So the breath is a tool, a beautiful tool. It's like your medicine tool. And to watch it with this awareness is such a beautiful way to bring you into deeper presence, to deeper connection with your insides and your entire being. And allowing your breath to guide you into the space that you're holding. Big full breaths, creating a circular loop. Inhale into exhale. Allow the breath to be soft and easy, releasing any control. And keeping a length in the belly and a fullness in the heart, but then soften the shoulders and soften the traps. And connecting in to your breath. And just watching it move in and out like a wave. And noticing when the mind wanders, and even finding gratitude for when you notice that the mind has wandered, and bring it back into your breath. Allowing the breath to hold you in the presence of this moment, in the presence of yourself. Noticing the wave that happens. Inhale lifts you up, and exhale deflates you. And you find that soft, gentle moving that is like a wave that is in yourself. So that even in our stillness, we still are moving just a little bit, always moving. And then even on a cellular level, everything is always moving. Cells are vibrating, different speeds to hold together, different consistencies, different matters, different structures. Noticing the speed at which your vibration is pulsing at. Can you feel into that sensitivity, into that aura of energy? Have a beautiful, soft practice. And bring the hands forward and just take the block and place it to the side. Feet back behind. Walk the knees back just a little bit so that you have space. And then we'll just find some gentle movement here in a way that is intuitive, loving and kind. Just grazing into the side body, hips root back, and then pulsing, for example, right ribs to the right side. When we do this, left ear drops left shoulder, and then we can sit back and creep over, left ribs to the left, right ear to right shoulder. And back and forth in a way that is just gentle and moving, slow opening into the side body. Back and forth. And then coming to the right side, pulsing length into the right, just stay here. Left ear drops towards left shoulder, just in that gentle, organic way. Keep pressing the mat away and hold the radiance, an expansion through the back rib cage. And then come forward, drop the chin along the chest, press the mat away, round through the back. And the ear gets to the right shoulder, sit the hips back, and then begin to pulse into the left sideline. So just a gentle opening into the left, right ear to right shoulder. And press the mat away. Fill through the whole heart, ribcage expanding wide all sides. And then come forward, push the mat away, roll the chin along the chest, round through the back. And to the left ear to left shoulder. Sit the hips back, begin to pulse into the right side one more time. And then drop the chin along the chest, push the mat away, fill through the back last time. Taking the right ear to right shoulder, sit back and pulse into the left side. And then finding some stillness in the center, finding a neutral spine. Press the mat away, hold a fullness and expansion through the shoulder blades so that it's not collapsed and it's radiant and rising. Root the hips back, feel the butt rising wide behind, and then ripple forward, chin tucks into the chest, push the mat away, fill through the back. And then allow the belly to pull you back, lengthen. And then ripple forward, chin to chest. And a couple more at your own speed. Hips pull way back wide, lengthening the belly, feel the tone. And then curling forward, chin to chest, round through the upper back. Press the mat away. Last time, hips pull back way wide, high. And then rippling forward, chin to chest, curl in. Okay, just for a second, we'll warm up with a couple of pulses on the hands and feet. So tuck your toes, lift the butt up. Connect the paws, feet are wide, almost as wide as your mat, or at least as wide as your hips. Nice bend into the knees, and even if the knees are bent, we can still send the hips back wide and high into the sky. The heart is forward and full. We press the mat away so there's a broadness and expansion through the rib cage. Connected toes, paws push down and out to the side, hips root back and wide, and then the heart pulls forward. Little pulses forward and back, just connecting into your roots, connecting into your body. Can you feel an engagement? All parts feeling a little tensed. Externally rotate your right hand. Toes and knees twist to the left. Sit the hips towards the heel. Rise into your left side line. Rising ribs creates a lightness in the left fingertips. The chin is lifted, the throat is open. Moving nice and slow like honey. Sit deep, root back, and then rising up. And take one more pulse here. Lower your hip down. Right hip lands behind the heart. We'll stay high here. So just keeping the foot where it is to start. Left hand out to the left side. And you can find that you can push the mat away with your right hand so that you may rise more into the left ribs and the right ear can drop towards right shoulder. There's an energetic rising and a literal lifting underneath this right armpit. Just finding some gentle movement here. Little spirals of the rib cage, rounding through the back. And take your left foot and just walk it in front of the right thigh. Here, energetically resist the knee away from you. If you want to help yourself, you can give yourself something literally, like your hand, to push into, or internally or externally. Or you can just resist it with your own energy. Okay. Walk your hands back so that you may sit all the way up, and we'll take this left leg and stack it on top of the right. Catch your bum, pull the cheeks out from underneath of you. And this is a place where you might want a block or two, and you might want your bolster. So if you have the space and the flexibility, you can just come all the way down. And even here, sometimes it's nice to have like a block to like rest your forehead on. And if you don't have that kind of space, you can catch a bolster and let that help you. And if that's still not enough, you can double your bolster. And if you don't want to hug a bolster, you can just stay up high. And if you still need extra support, you can catch a block under your bum. And so coming forward to any space that feels good, we'll just be here for a second. And breathing into that place that feels sticky. Allow yourself to soften. Notice how much you're holding. And can you let go? And take one more big full inhale. Exhale. Take the hands, lift up, walk back. Left leg out to the side. Set up this little place here. And so first we will take the hands on either side of the leg. You can give yourself a lifted heart, or you can walk down a little bit. This is again a place where maybe you want a bolster underneath of your leg to give yourself a little extra lift and support. Maybe you even want to hang out with a bolster right here. Just finding ways to make this really lovely, and taking that deep stretch or making it a little bit softer, and really checking in to see, because sometimes I think, and I'm very guilty, sometimes I think that we're trying to go to this extreme and all the time, and there's never a place where we don't take it to that edge. And so maybe just watching that tendency to always push the edge, and maybe taking it a little less today, maybe. Okay, rise yourself up. We'll take the left hand to the right knee. Right arm reach high, find your length, and then cup the back of the head, hug the elbow into the cheek. Using the hand against the knee as a support, lift up through the center, and then arc over towards your extended leg. Big breathing into your right sideline. If you have more space, you can take your forearm to the inside edge of your leg and just arc over. Forearm holds a certain integrity, a pushing of the mat away. Breathe. Take one more big full inhale. Exhale, rising all the way back up. Hands forward, rebend through this knee, place the foot right back here. Maybe you've got a block party, so just moving the blocks out of the way. Hands are forward, both hands plant to the mat, and then we'll twist back up, hands and feet, butt high to the sky. Can just take some pulses forward and back, so big bend into the knees, keep the butt wide and high, and then pulse forward. Hips move back wide and high, and then pulse forward. One more of those, hips move way back wide and high. Maybe even taking a little shift of the hips side to side, and then pulse forward. Externally rotate left hand just a little bit, toes and knees twist right. Sit the hips towards the heel, rise high into the right sideline. Hips root back, soften the belly open, lifting up. It's through the rising of the right ribs that we find a lightness in the right fingertips. Moving slow, like yummy honey, no place to go. And take one more pulse. Chin is lifted, crown is reaching. And then sit your left hip down, seated side twist. We'll just stay exactly like this. Right hand can make a little dome out to the right side. And we move here, press the mat away, rise into the right ribs. Left ear naturally moves towards the left shoulder. And here just exploring some movement, so you might make some little twists of the ribs. You might push down to rise through the right ribs. And just finding and exploring movement here. And then we'll take this right foot and place it in front of the left thigh. And you can energetically resist the knee away from you, or you can give yourself something actual tactile to resist into or out to. And then walk your hands back. And we'll place this little fire log stance. Right calf on top of the left, shin stacks. Then catch your bum and just lift the cheeks out from underneath. And then again, the places that you can go, you can just stay high. If you need, you can take a bolster under your butt. Or you can take a block under your butt, or you can take the bolster into your belly, and so that it gives you a little support as you lean forward. You can also lean forward and catch a block to your head so that you have a little headstand. And just wherever you make it into this place, just moving with a sweetness and a kindness to the body, and honoring less is more. We don't need to go so deep, and maybe even like starting here and just like letting yourself soften into this space up here, and then maybe going a little deeper and deeper, and just honoring the body and being very kind and considerate. Big full inhale. Deep exhale. Walk the hands back, or walk yourself all the way up, wherever you were. Extend your top leg. It is your right leg out to the side. Left foot just kind of nuzzles into your inner right thigh. You can catch your bum, spread the cheeks, lift them out. And then you'll just come to frame both sides of this leg. And again, the same options live here. If you want a little support, you can place a bolster underneath of your leg as you lean forward. That feels really nice. You can just kind of put a bolster to the side so you have that little like headrest, even on top of the leg, whatever you need. And if you have more space and you want to go a little deeper, you're welcome to go deeper. And bringing yourself back into your breath. And letting the breath find more space in your body. Moving with that sweet awareness and kindness into more spaciousness. And be here for one more big full inhale. And rise all the way up. High lifted heart. We'll take the right hand to the left knee. Left hand reaches high up to the sky and then catches behind the head. So we cup the back of the head and the elbow hugs into the cheek. Rise even higher, and then allow yourself to arc over towards your extended leg. So finding a nice length along your left side. Press the head into the hand, open your throat. And if you have more space, if you want to go a little deeper, you can release the knee And take your forearm to the inside edge of your right leg. Keep the belly long, rise into your ribs, forearm pressing down. And if the forearm is too much, you can also just give a little hand here, but one more big full breath. Inhale rises you all the way up. Okay, rebend through the right foot, plant it where it came from, hands forward, twist back, little pulse forward and back. Take some knee knocks to the center, shift the hips. Left knee to the center, left ear to left shoulder, rise into the right ribs. Right knee to the center, right ear to right shoulder, press the mat away and rise into the left ribs. Coming back through center, wide knees lower all the way down to the mat, toes touch behind you, sit back, wide child's pose. Here's a place you can hug a bolster if you have, or a pillow, or you can help yourself with a little block. Bolster's in the way, but if you want, you have a block there, like on the ground. You can bolster yourself up and just give yourself that little extra support if you need. If you love, like I'm a big bolster fan. I think they're dope. And or also, if this is not something that you want to go down to, you can take your forearms here. If you need extra support, you can take this bolster and just place it here to give yourself a little relief so it's not so intense. Just being with your body where it is right now, being kind, loving, and gentle. You can also do a little fist stack, elbows wide. Just breathe here. One more big full inhale. And deep exhale. Allow your hands to plant firm. Ripple forward if you've got a bolster underneath. If you just take it to the side. Knees can come a little closer together. We'll thread the needle. Right arm is going to thread underneath the left so that you can lie onto your right head. This hand can just stay here, and we can just gently press down the ground to broaden into the back into a deeper twist. Notice if you're holding anywhere, and can you soften? And press left hand into the mat. Lift all the way up and go straight to the other side. Left hand threads underneath the right. Allow the left head to land on the mat. Right hand, just use it to gently press the mat away. Feel yourself move into a slightly deeper twist, hips back and wide and high. And big breathing. And press your right hand into the mat to lift all the way back up. 2 hands to the mat. And just take some big barrel rolls. Stir the rib cage, big circles. And switch your roll, go the other direction. We're going to take a puppy dog pose. So walking the hands forward, maybe to forearms first. And if this is where you want to stay, then you can stay here, forearms pushing fullness into the back. If you'd like to melt the heart a little bit further, you can come all the way down, heart to the mat, arms forward. You can allow your forehead to just meet the mat. Hips back wide and high behind. And soften the belly. If you would like or if you need, you can always place the bolster underneath to give yourself a little more support. Or coming only to here, whatever you feel like you want. And take one more big full inhale. Exhale. Lift the heart, press the hands, roll forward. And rolling all the way forward so that you can take the forearms down and the belly down. And then just taking your forearms forward here. Pressing the forearms down, lift into the heart. Lift the chest forward and up, forearms pushing fullness into the back. The elbows are just a little bit ahead of the shoulders. The top of the foot can just gently press down and drag back. The knees can gently press down just the tiniest little bit. Elbows can drag towards the hips, and you feel a lengthening and a toning in the belly. And take one more big full inhale. Deep exhale. Okay, we're going to take the right arm out to the right side in alignment with your right shoulder. And you might want to have bolster or a pillow or something so that your head can lie on it. We're going to just start to slowly roll over towards the right. Being very gentle here, and you're going to carry your left foot so the left leg comes up and just steps back behind. And if that's too much, you can just take the foot forward and just going to the place that feels kind, loving, and supportive to your body. That's a gentle opening. Big full breathing. Back through center. Left arm long. Maybe move the bolster so that your left head lands. And then opening up. Option to take the right foot behind if you have the space, or to just keep that foot forward. Little support, right hand to the ground, just holding some support here. We don't need to go into anything too crazy here. This can get pretty deep, and so just being very gentle and working with that principle of less is more. And then taking the breath into the spaces that feel a little tighter. Bringing yourself back into your breath and just noticing the quality of each inhale and each exhale. And then rolling back through center. Moving the bolster forward just a little bit. And just let your head drop forward and tick-tock the knees side to side. Arms wide. And press up, hips back, lengthen the belly. And so here I want you to push the mat away. Right knee, or is your left knee open leg to the side. Sit the hips back so that the hips move way back, and then pulse this foot forward. So the heel lines up with your left heel, is about almost in alignment with your right knee. And here we're just going to take little pulses forward and back. Moving really slow, super kind and mindful. And if this feels too deep, you can always take yourself up a little higher with a block, whatever degree. Giving yourself a little more space. Connect the toes, pause, push down and back. So it's like a digging down and dragging back action. And the foot is on an external rotation just a little bit, so that we're just creeping into that inner seam. Offering here that you come onto the side of the foot and take the hands more in alignment with your foot. Lift the chin, open the throat. Okay, and then coming back, 2 hands forward. Heart forward, push the mat away. Lift up the foot to take the knee back. Take an undulation of the spine or two. Ripple forward, chin to chest, curl in. Root back and then curl in. Okay. And sit the hips way back. And peel your right knee open to the side. Knee hugs forward, hips root way back. And then take the foot, place it forward. Little pulses here. The heel is about in alignment with your left knee. And the right foot is on an external rotation. This pulsing forward and back. The hips root back wide and high behind. If you need extra height, you can take your hands to a block here at whatever degree. Using the right paw, dig down and drag back. And if you like, you can take your right foot and just dip it onto the side plane. Walk your left hand and your right hand over so that you kind of face more in alignment, so that the right knee begins to widen towards the right, and just taking this ever so gently. Holding an integrity in the ankle. And then plant the hands back forward, paw touches back down. One pulse here, and then pick up the foot, place the knee back. Little forward and back, glide side to side. Walk the knees forward or just sit back. Reach your arms forward and then sweep the hands back, cupping both sides of the skull. Press the head into the hand. And the hips root back. And keep the heart full, all sides of the ribcage expanding, and then we'll rise up, open up. A couple of these through the center, lifting into your length, opening high. Arc up and then over to the right side. Release the right hand to the outside edge of your left thigh. Use the spine to get nice and deep into your left side. Head presses into the hand, the throat is open, the belly's long. And take this left elbow, dip it down towards the right corner of the mat, chin tucks into the chest. And then root your hips back, soften the belly forward, open it up. Both hands back behind the head. Sit deep, sit wide, rise center, lift up. And then sitting low, curl chin to chest, fill the back. Root the hips back and open the belly back up. And do that 2 more times, curling in, chin to chest. And sit back, rise all the way back up. And 1 more time, chin curls in, fill the back. And rising back, root the hips, soften the belly forward, lift up. Rise through the center, arc over to the left. Holding the length as you lift up to arc over. Release your left hand to the outside edge of your right thigh, using the spine to get you bigger, deeper, fuller stretch into your right side. And press the head into the hand, open the throat. And take this right elbow, dip it down to the top left-hand corner of the mat, chin tucks in. And then sit the hips back, soften the belly forward, open it back up. One more pulse, rise and arc. And then releasing back through center. Take your arms forward, or your hands forward. Lift all the way up, hands and feet. Nice bend into the knees, butt back wide and high. Lengthen the belly and push the mat away, fill through the rib cage. Shoulder blades are expanding and broad. Externally rotate right hand, toes and knees twist left. Sit the hips towards the heel, rise into your left sideline. Little pulses here. Release your right hip down. Right arm reaches long to the top left-hand corner of the mat. And then allow the left leg to just drape over top of the right. Arms push forward of the heart and begin to spiral the heart up to the sky. Right hand can catch the outside edge of your left leg. Left arm can reach back behind. Roll onto the back. Catch your knees, cupping the knees, allow the knees to pull heavy. The arms pull long, just allow a heaviness here, a little rock side to side. Knees into the air, arms high into the sky. Let's take a little bit of lengthening into the belly. The heels tap down as the arms reach back, searching for that length and tone. And then lift back up. Nice and slow. Chin is lifted, throat is open, heels move away. Arms reach back. And then lift back up. Take the hands, domes behind the head, elbows to the sky, and take the heels down to the ground, tick-tock the knees side to side. Plant the feet. Shift your bum towards the left. Right arm reaches high. Roll over onto your side. Take the forearms forward. So this knee is just over top, like you're lying on the couch, and then the forearms push fullness into the back. Hands plant. Tuck the toes. Lift up. Hands and feet. Pedal the heels. Shift hips back. Heart pulls forward. Externally rotate left. Toes and knees twist right. Sit the hips, big rise into your right side ribs. A couple pulses here. Bending and extending through the legs, rising into the ribs. Lower your hip down. Left arm reaches long to the right corner of the mat to lie onto the side. Right leg drapes over top of the left. Arms reach forward of the heart, and the heart begins to spiral to the sky. And left hand to the outside edge of your right thigh. And right arm can just reach back into this twist. Rolling all the way onto the back. Shift the hips, center of the mat. Catch the knees pull heavy. And allowing that heaviness. A little rock side to side if that feels good. And just taking the hands back into this chin up bar place, elbows high, legs into the air to 90 degree, and we'll just do heel taps down and then lift back up. So it's like the knees stay at that 90 degree, and we're just searching for the length in the belly. Let the feet plant down, right ankle over top of left thigh. Lift the shin to catch it and allow the shin to pull heavy away from you, little rock side to side. Right knee can narrow up towards the top right shoulder. You can even support it with your hand. Left hand, I always like to catch my knee. If you want to take it a little deeper and you can maintain the integrity of your alignment, you're welcome to catch behind the thigh. You're welcome to extend into your left leg. Feels good. And place the left foot back down. Easy twist, legs fall to the right side. Chin up, bar the hands. Elbows to the sky. Rise back up, uncross your leg, left ankle over top of right thigh, and pull in to catch the shin. Maybe right hand to your right knee, left hand to support the left knee, little rock side to side. If you have the space, you can catch behind the thigh and keep the lower lumbar moving into its natural curve. Ankle resists into thigh. If you like the little extending into your right leg, lift your chin. Plant your right foot down on the mat. Easy twist legs fall to the left. Hands chin up bar, little domes. Elbows to the sky, broaden the shoulders, lift up the chin. Eyes back center, uncross your legs. Catch the knees, a little rock side to side. The knees can land towards the right. And kick out the left. And it's the left, kick out the left. You can catch your foot or your calf or your knee or your whatever. Just little pulses here. And then come all the way back up and over to the other side. Extend through the right leg to the left. And catching whatever feels good, your ankle or your calf, and just extending leg. And come all the way back up. Okay, we're gonna end with bolster under our back. So just nuzzle this bolster right up underneath of your, like right behind your butt. And this is nice. And then you just lie back onto it. You can take your feet into a butterfly position, the feet together, the knees wide, and if you need support for that, you can catch your blocks and give yourself some support here. Or you can take the feet wide and knock the knees together. Or you can just extend your legs long. So whatever you're needing, sometimes it's nice to just have the support so that you can really let go. And then the arms can just fall out to the side, just a little lower than your shoulders so it feels nice. Lift up your chin and just be here. And coming back into your heart, coming back into your breath. How present can you be with each inhale and each exhale? Noticing if in your body anywhere you're holding, and can you soften? And letting yourself be sweet and loved. Notice as the mind wanders, bring it back to your breath. Option to extend your legs long and stay in final rest, just like this, with legs long. Option to take the bolster out from behind you and lie onto your back. Ending here for a few more moments of rest. Allow yourself to stay for even 1 or 2 minutes longer than you usually would. And perhaps bringing your hands to your ribs or to your belly and just feeling your vibrancy. Feeling your life. Soft and sweet for my loves. Stay for as long as you can. Thank you for practicing, and I love you so.